Alrighty guys, so domain investigation has been cleared. Your boy did it. Happy days on normal. The final boss, I think the power level is required to be 30k, but one of the things that I've been informing everyone to do is work on your character's skill level. But let me go into the video because I did record myself. Yeah, getting it done. Okay, so this is the run that I managed to do, of course. Now, the way I did it, and as you guys can see with the team setup, my Gojo is not there. Nanami is my main DPS. I'm just really kind of pushing some casual sub DPS and a lot of enhancement characters coming into this. But the way I kind of went about doing it is the first two boss fights, I'm leaving Gojo behind, because you have to remember Gojo is only out, well sorry, he's only in the game for 7 turns. So if there's certain fights that you can kind of save him and not use him, that is the best option to go with, because then when you reintroduce Gojo into the game itself, then you've got that fresh 7 turns to capitalize with. So right now, as you guys can see, I'm realistically making sure Nanami is coming. I just want to say this right now. Nanami, low-key, I might have to put him up on the tier list. Like, he's up there with Itadori. I'm just going to put that out there right now. I made a mistake putting Nanami a tier below Itadori. He's up there. I'm sorry, Nanami's ultimate is so, like, the fact that obviously he gives himself the boost to then, if you do pair it up with his ultimate, that ultimate is just, it's beautiful, right? And of course, pair that up with Gojo, ooh, you're gonna be killing it. You guys will see why I'm all happy and giddy. But again, I am like well, in terms of this fight, well, not this fight, but the final boss, it is was it a 50% increase in the power level to what I'm at. So that's kind of crazy, but at the end of the day, depending on who you work on, aka Gojo, which we all should be working on, fingers crossed, you should be good to go. And this is something that free-to-play should be capitalizing on, in terms of working on Gojo, making sure that his skill level is high up there. Now, the key thing on why you want to get domain investigation done is because of this specific reason, right? You complete it. Okay, that's all fine. That's fine. It doesn't really matter about their health and whatnot. So once you complete the first boss, you'll get these chests. Now, the higher the boss you defeat, the more rewards you get. You get the currency, which you can use in the exchange shop, and you also get the material to level up your character's skill level. And at the end, as you saw right there, you can go for a HP buff. I can't remember what the middle buff was. I think it could be like defense, something like that. Or you go for the attack buff. I always go for the attack buff. I completely always go for the attack buff, so that way Gojo can practically nuke. So this is the second wave, or the second boss fight, of course. Ultimates are at the ready, so I'm just going to kind of pretty much let her rip. I'm pretty sure I did let her rip. Or did I? Oh no. Yeah, I stunned. Oh, rare Inomaki Loki is an absolute godsend. The high stun, oh my god, people should not be sleeping. It's like a 90-95% chance to stun or something like that. It's so good. So, dropping the ults, getting some DOT going in there too. That's kind of giving me a helping hand. I will say, dropping the physical, what was it? Oh, well, allowing me to do more physical damage to the enemy. That's actually a really good setup for Nanami, of course. So Inomaki is, I think this is where I use the ultimate. It's kind of doing up the pairs. So that, I think this is why I kind of stalled a turn, is because obviously when you do your ultimate, you want to kind of pair up 2 characters of their ultimate, so that way you can make good use of the ally combo. Hence why I did it with Nanami. Bro, look at Nanami mode. He's just draining the enemy's health bar. Keep in mind, Nanami's ultimate is AoE. I am over the moon the fact that I pulled Nanami as my alternative SSR along with going for my reroll Gojo. So there we go, that is the second boss done. Ah, beautiful. And once again, as you guys can see, the chest will get in higher rarity, and then from that you're going to get a little bit more currency out of it. Now let me just say this, if you're not able to do all of the floors when it comes to the domain investigation, that's fine. As long as you can do maybe like the first boss or the second boss, just at least you're getting something. That's the key thing, because over time it'll build up, you get stronger, and then you'll be able to progress a little bit more through it. So this is the third boss now, and I was really thinking hard on whether or not if I should bring in Gojo. And I mean, this fight is going to get tough now, because I mean, look at the required CP. So I took the leap and I was like, right, if I can beat this boss as soon as possible, because it's only one single boss, then we should be able to make up the time, or the turn, sorry, of Gojo. So Oh no, oh wait, no. Okay, my mistake, my mistake. I thought this was the single type boss. No, that's coming up next. But anyway, I took the risk and I was like, right, if I can kill these guys a lot quicker, then yeah, because at the end of the day with Gojo, you want to make sure that with these enemies, trying to clean them up as fast as possible. So that was an absolute godsend. Just Gojo absolutely butchering them. After seeing that Oko, I was very comfortable on just kind of doing the same thing, and I'm pretty sure I didn't Oko him. Yeah, so this screwed me up so much, and I actually lost Yuki right there. So that is very unfortunate. But we do have our physical and DOT debuff on our team now, so we can make good use of that in support of Nanami. And this is now the second to last boss, of course, which will require, I think, like 22k power level, of course. Again, as you continue on, more rewards coming in. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. And again, I'm just... Oh, damage taken. There we go. Sorry. So yeah, that damage taken decrease. But again, I just click on the Nanami to give me the power increase. So 22k with that one. And so with this, basically, I move my sub character up front, and I'm pretty sure I took a certain rare character to help me out for one specific reason, and that is for Nanami. Did I do it, or did I take Itadori? Who did I take? Yep, there he is, the man of the hour. This kind of reminds me of like Baki from Naruto, to be honest, in terms of like the character. Okay, if you know, you know. I'm not gonna say too much about it. I feel like not many people will know. Okay, it is what it is. Alright, so this is the 5th boss. I'm pretty sure the 4th boss. No, 4th boss, my bad. And thankfully, this boss is weak to Gojo. So, being Gojo, you should be able to obliterate this man. I don't think I noticed the fact that this enemy was weak to Gojo's typing. But either way, just kind of boosted everyone up. I wasn't... Well, the reason why I did the boost right there is because Gojo has 3 turns, which means if I have the boost and I go for a regular attack, because I'm not going to ult here, this will guarantee me an Oko. If I did it on the first time around, I don't think it would have guaranteed me. Maybe. I'm not too sure. But because I had the boost going on, and I kind of low-key kind of wasted the ultimate now looking back at it, but it's fine. So, doing our damage, weaken them as much as possible. All those boosts were low-key kind of lost, but it is what it is. And then, yeah, Gojo just comes in and flicks him away. So now I have got 2 turns left with Gojo. The plan of action is as follows. First turn, we'll boost. Second turn, we are letting it rip. We're going nuking. And so, that's exactly what we're going to do. So again, giving us all the damage increase, because my 2 DPS characters are A-okay. As long as my DPS characters are fine, that's fine. I'm not too worried about losing my my subs. This team is completely fine, by the way. So, running it back, free to play. We are rock and rolling. I'm happy. I'm happy. So, yeah, this boss is a bit of a tough one. So, plan of action here was I was kind of debating on what I should do. Should I go for the stun? Should I go for the attack? I mean, technically speaking, I should have did the ward off, but it doesn't really matter, to be fair. Actually, I don't even know what I did here. Did I stun the boss? I activated the skill. Did I even? Okay, I'm not too sure what I did here. By the way, when you're attacking these creatures, always attack the boss, because Gojo will one-shot the bosses in front. So pretty much what I did is I boosted everyone up. Specifically, I boosted up Nanami and Gojo. I had to make sure that they were going. Thank God he went for Gojo, because if he would have gone for Nanami, I would have cried. So this is where this beautiful specimen of character comes into place. That battle assistance, physical technique. Woo! That right there, that's straight for my boy Nanami. And then even more support for Nanami right here when it comes to applying this debuff onto the enemy. So I'm really heavily I'm setting up Nanami to do a lot of damage for his ultimate. Gojo himself, he can hold his own in terms of doing his ultimate KO. So pretty much the combination, the AoE nuking combination between Nanami and Gojo. So the setup is there for Nanami to do that extra bit of damage. I had 50% below my HP, so that my card kicked in. Look at that, just draining away the breakage bar, and then Gojo comes in, and then he just, wait for it, bop, see ya, and then the 2 kings come in together to just completely wash them all away. Woo! And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the completion of the first domain investigation. And the thing is that I can always replicate this now. So whenever I get my chances to redo this, I can always walk away with the maximum amount, which is going to help me out a lot when it comes to, you know, exchanging things for the shop and whatnot. And that's the final reward right there. And there we go, cleared. Obviously hard. Once I get to that chapter, it's going to be difficult, but in due time, my way up to do it. But the fact that I can do the first one, I'm extremely happy about. And yeah, there you go. That is pretty much how I did the run when it comes to just being able to do the first one, which I'm extremely happy about. So if I head over to the exchange now, 150. There we go. So I'm probably gonna buy these, to be fair. I'm not really, yeah, I've already mentioned that I'm not really going to be bothering with any of these sums and whatnot. I'm just going to get these because I need those. But again, if you want to maximize on getting these materials, these two materials, because these are going to be what you use for in enhancing your character's skill level. If I go over to my Gojo, right, because again, this allows them to do way more damage, of course. So my Gojo's at level 6 with his ultimate. The best way is, well, one of the more consistent ways is going to be through the domain investigation, as you just saw. But the event, please, 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 please do the event. The event will give you a lot of these materials, as you guys can see right here. There. So right now with the one I'm on, I can get 40 of these, I can get 10 of these, and then continuing on, 15, 50. Yeah, so if you're free to play, capitalize on this right now. And get your character skill levels even stronger, so that way your DPS characters can just completely obliterate, even when the overall recommended power level is like 10k over, 20k over, right? If your DPS characters are strong and ready to hit hard, hey, only W is the end result. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyway, that's all I wanted to kind of inform my free-to-play peeps on in terms of, yeah, getting stronger. And working on your character skill level is not to be slept on. Focus on your DPS characters, because the end results are going to be fantastic. If you've got main DPS characters like how I do that have AoE, the end result is always going to be clutch, because in a situation where there's multiple enemies, AoE. Just AoE nuke them. So these two boys are leading me to victory, so I'm extremely happy. But yeah, let's continue on with story.